By the way, hi, hello dudes and dudeesses, and welcome to yet another episode from the reboot world. I know it's been a long time, but I'm back and I'm prepping for 120, so we need to do a lot of things before we have to update this world. And one of the things we need to start with is that I've noticed that in here actually, we have both azalea and flowering azalea powering these furnaces, and we need to change that. Right now, everything is turned off, meaning that everything that these two layers produce go all the way around here and over here and gets into bone meal, because we're gonna need a lot of bone meal later today. But we actually filled this up earlier, and you can see this is all azalea. This is azalea, and this is flowering azalea. I don't know if there's anything here, no. And I just let that all go down into this one down here, as you can see. So now when the minecart is going out with fuel, it's going out with a mixture of flowering azalea and azalea. And that kind of slows down the system a bit, because then this one gets filled with flowering azalea, and sometimes what it needs is azalea. So I'm just gonna change every one of these flowering azalea out with azalea, and then we're just gonna use azalea in this system. We just need to remove these hoppers there, that one, and that one. And then we just need to take it out over here in these. But actually it's been a while, so you may be wondering where are we, or rather, if you follow this series, you know where we are, but you were wondering, there's a house around this now. There's a building around this machine. As you can see, there's a roof on it and stuff, so let's go outside. Oh, by the way, this is a sign to me in Danish, reminding me to turn this off if I move too far away from this area, because if I unload it, there's a risk that this will turn into cobblestone and then the farm won't work. But we won't be going that far right now. So, where are we? Well, let's fly. Uh-huh. This is the moss factory, the bone meal factory, and almost the super smelter that we have in this area of our world. And I think it's come out pretty neat. We actually did what we started to do. We used a lot of bricks and some mud bricks and stuff like that, granite, to have this industrial look, which is a bit fancy. But then I watched Beat Up's video about Brutalist style, and I just fell in love with it. I even made a video that you can check out, how to build in Beat Up's brutalistic style with bone blocks and accents. And I wanted to have a bit of that in this world, because this area right here in our world, this 119 area, is different from the other area we have, because there's a new kind of culture. There's a new kind of technology that allows us to make a bit of a different vibe to it. We make different farms. Oh, I just remembered. This one is probably overflowing now. Yep. This little cheaty farm that actually was, I saw it first time like around a year ago, but now I've seen that Doc M77, he kind of had it in his Minecraft video, even though it's definitely a bug. Then I believe I can have it in my video as well. And you know what? It's so cheaty, I'm just gonna let this despawn because it's so fast. But how do you like it? I really love it, this kind of build style. So, and you can see we still have the old, very, very, like a fine factory. And then we have this more like concrete up there, dirty concrete on top, and it's, as you can see, not in any way straight on the roof. It's kind of off to one side, and we have some kind of air mechanisms here, and we have a huge chimney right there, industrial chimney, and I just like it. I just really like it. Okay, but today's project is already down here, and we have a lot of bone block thanks to this machine right here, and ooh, we're celebrating something. And we have some other materials, accents materials, and then we have some redstone that I've gathered that we need, because somewhere in the vicinity of this we are going to have a mud factory. And we need a mud factory because up there, if you don't remember, we're going to build the MinePalace, and it's going to be in the same style as this, with a lot of mud brick stone. And let's just fly up here and look at this aqueduct. And by the way, I did in fact, if we just go over here, finish the backside. It's not as detailed as the front, but you have to remember that the idea with this is that these portals right here, another airship can come and dock here, and then they will be able to unload their cargo. And if we try to land down here, you can see that I even built this stairway up here with a drop and a water elevator up here, so we get up on top, and this is where the building needs to be, if you remember. And if I remember correctly, I have already gathered a lot of material, not much materials, but some materials. I need to gather a lot more materials. I can see we need to get some dripstone. Luckily, that's not really a problem. Maybe I should be building a dripstone farm, but I don't think I have to, because if we go in here, we have a lot of dripstone. So basically what I need to do is just gather it up. Oh my god, I've been away from this game for too long. Alright, let's put these in as well. Then we should be good to go. And I think we'll just build it right here. Ta-da! And there we have it, the mud factory. Well, most of it anyway. And yeah, I totally stole that swirling trick from Scar. But what we basically do is we stand in here and we place mud blocks against this block right here, and it gets pushed over here. And then down here you have what are they called? I just forgot. Pointed dripstone, and they suck out the water from the mud block, and then it gets turned into clay. And one layer is not enough to turn them all into clay, so they will get over here and get pushed up and pushed over and pushed up and pushed over, and then they will fill slowly this area right here. But this sure is one eyesore, so we're gonna have to build a building around it, and I'm thinking we're gonna build a building in this style, the Brutalist style. But we actually need to build up a small contraption down there that converts dirt into mud before we can use this. Luckily, if we go over this way, if you don't remember, we have a village coming up. We also have a bridge, and behind that bridge we do have a dam, and love to see that the water is out. And we started building up a lake around here, and that meant that we actually dug up a lot of dirt. So I think, yes, we do have a whole lot of dirt that we can bring back. All I need now is a shulker box, and we don't have too many of those. But let me see if I have one that I can clear out in here in our house. No. Or maybe we have some down here, but I doubt it. No. We can make it. Yes. And we have these. Oh yeah, the bottle we took from the witch farm. And more bottles. And for some reason we took a lot of brown mushrooms. Let me just clear this out. Get some dirt over there, and then we're going to build up a small contraption right here. And now we have built a dirt to mud machine. That little contraption right there, and I think I have that in a tutorial as well. It's a standard. Ilmango has made one, I have made one, and whoa, there's creepers. Hang on. So now we need to build some kind of building around this, but first of all I want to show you how that works. Was there a creeper around here? And what we do is we take the shovel like so, and we put it in that hand, and then down here I have dirt. I have collected even more dirt from back there, and then we have water in here, and we have water bottles in here, and when we put a dirt block here it connects the power, and I just take some of these and I put them in my offhand like that, and then I go in here and I look up there, and then I just start putting the dirt down. As we are making some mud blocks, I can tell you a little bit about my plans before 120 and after 120. I want to finish the MinePalace right here, and when I finish the MinePalace, which will need quite a few other farms as well, I want a bamboo farm because bamboo is going to be big in 120. Then eventually I will go back to the Isle of St. Marcus, which is, you know, this world's main base, I've decided. And I want to make a new nether highway to this place and to some other places, because I actually reset the nether. When the nether update came out, I kept a few things that was very close to my heart, like an ember mob farm, but it's like 40 or 50,000 blocks from here. But eventually we will get back to St. Marcus. I just need to finish this up. And of course we're also going to go on adventures. I will reset the area around here so we don't have to go too far to find, for instance, the new cherry blossom forest. Probably not called that, but you know, the pink trees. And of course we're gonna probably do some armor trim stuff as well, the same as everybody else. We're gonna see what's new, but the main focus will be finishing this area up so we can get back to the Isle of St. Marcus and begin building there again. And now we have made the mud blocks. We want to go in here, close the door behind us, and I actually haven't tested this. So let's see what happens if I stand, for instance, here. Yes. Eventually it will stop, but when it has converted just one block into clay, it will push the entire row out. It might take a while for the first block to shift, but as we have more blocks underneath and they have been there for a while, it will be a shorter time because each of these that converts will push out the entire line. Look, we got company, guests, and I don't blame them. They're waiting for the big reveal of this. Yes, I built a building around it, ish, as I will show you later. But let me know what you think. This is the Brutalist style, and as I've said once before in this video, at least once, I have made a video tutorial about how to build in this style. But basically what you can see, it's bone block, and then there's these kind of accents blocks, these wear and tear blocks on it. And I opted for having something of brick right there to tie it together with this building right here. And I'm really happy, I'm really satisfied. And you can see you have this in the middle where it shows a lot of technical stuff. It doesn't do anything. It's just so that these are plain and these are plain, and then the whole thing looks more complicated. The complicated part is all there, and it's getting night. I do sometimes wish that the Minecraft days were just a bit longer. I feel I have to sleep all the time. Let's take a flyby over here. And you can see from this side right here. Now, I haven't really decorated too much on this side yet because it takes a lot of time. And to be honest, I ran out of bone blocks. So this side is not finished. It's gonna be finished, I promise. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. Now a build like this is primarily meant to be seen from afar, because when you get up close, some of the texturing might get a little weird, but you can see that it's worn in the centers where water is dribbling down, and you can see all the technical part here, and then you can see this pipe going up here, and maybe you can see the pipe up there as well. So we are directing the eye up there, and then we have something darker right here. And if we get closer, you can see I've also done some vertical lines in it right there and right here. And this is honey blocks with item frames on them and some lightning rods. And then on this side over here, we have made this kind of cargo area where you load, unload into the factory. Even though this is not finished, there's these gates or these doors that are not really lined up or anything. It's because this build is meant to be just function, pure function. And if we go over here, you can see I'm not really sure whether this is finished or not. Probably not, and we need to do something on the ground around it. But then you have the pipe again going up to the big chimney right there, and then we have a door. And if we go inside the door, you can see I've done absolutely nothing on the inside. But look at this. Look at, where did I go down? Look at this. Look at how much clay we have. And we're going to be using that clay, some of it as terracotta because we need terracotta in our builds. Some of it is going to be used as bricks, And of course we still have mud down here, and some of it is going to be used as mud bricks. All in all, I'm very happy with the progress that we made today. I think this is looking good. And between episodes, I will probably be building up a couple of more farms right here because they do take a lot of time. But I just remembered, we flew away, didn't we? So let's go in here. Oh yeah, this is broken again. I simply need to make a chunk loader in here somewhere because this is getting quite tedious. But guys, dudes, dudeses, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, remember to leave a like. If you're brand new, subscribe to the channel. And I'll be seeing you in the next one or one of my farm tutorials. Bye!